Hey.
Hey guys, Cryo here, and today I want to do something a little different. I'm going to make a tier list, but it's not going to be an ordinary tier list. This tier list is basically going to be the difficulty or learning curve of each character. And I thought what better game to start with underneath in birth EX late ST. I know, tongue twister, but I fucking got it. So I'm just going to briefly go through all the 20 characters. Now to keep this fair, it's an opinion, and yes, I played with all the characters, so I know exactly what I'm kind of talking about. In the future, if we get more characters or whatever, I'll update this list, but for now, I'll just stick with this. So let's just start them off. I'll just go down the road and make this easy. Let's start with Hyde. He's very easy. Not that challenging whatsoever. He's the first character you basically touch if you go to the tutorial, so not too crazy. By the way, he's a zoner. I'll probably just give you each one of their classes so you have any idea. Oh yeah, the classes in this game. There's Rushdown, Zoner, and Wall. Rushdown is basically the ones who are fast and can do damage up close. Walls are basically defensive players that punish mistakes and basically are kind of like the counterplay type characters. And then zoners are basically long range fighters. So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you guys are casuals or whatever. Lean, also easy with a little bit of technique. She has one of her moves has a certain input window you need to get properly. Other than that though, nothing too crazy. Next, Waldstein. I think he's in the middle with a little bit of technique. The only two things I can see newbies having challenge with is his full circle command grab and is one of his charge attacks. But everything else is pretty simple. Damage is pretty good. Everything else is pretty great. Next, Carmine. In my opinion, he's the hardest character in the game. Here's my thing. Zoner plus Trapper character equals extremely hard. It's just he has a specific time frame. In terms of execution, it is a steep learning curve. You're going to take a lot of time learning with this character if you can manage. I would recommend learning somebody else before going to him, especially for zoners. Next, Ori. She's very well rounded. She's right here. The only reason why I say moderately difficult, I guess long combos, getting certain of the inputs would be kind of straining for some, but she's not really that hard to master. I think she's actually one of my favorite Rushdown characters, to be honest. She's really fun. Next, Cordeo. He's kind of hard. I don't know if it's just me, but when I freaking try using him, I may not just understand him at all, but he's actually quite challenging. Merkua. I'm gonna say Merkua, whatever, Merkua. I think he's also kind of well-rounded, but a little harder. So kind of like this. Funny because I didn't do much. Yeah, a little challenging, but well-rounded though. A lot of good tools. Next, Batista, right under Carmine. Now I'm not classifying her as extremely hard. I'm classifying her as like hard. She's basically there. She definitely is one of those strong zoners. Really not easy to play at all. Also, another reason why I would say she's really hard is because she's a complete charge character. And if you're not used to charge characters or the charge motion, it won't be as easy. Seth. I want to say he does have technical difficulty, but he really isn't that hard at all. Let's just put him easy, but like in between here in terms of technicalness. The only technical thing I see with this character is you'll continuously keep switching sides. If you're not used to doing that at all from left to right or whatever, you're not going to like this character, but his moves are very easy to pull off. Speaking of characters who switch sides, Yuzuria, yeah. She also does the same thing except she's a tank, but she is a little more challenging. No, not that challenging. I would say right here, she's also kind of well-rounded for a tank player. She's basically kind of like Seth, except just a slower version, but she's just more defensive, so that's the only real difference. Hilda. This one's hard. To me, this one's the hardest one to rank because on one hand, she can be challenging, but on one other hand, she can be kind of easy because her inputs are not hard. It's just, I guess, some of her play is. I'm going to say, I would say moderately hard, just because it would make sense. I'm saying that because she's a zoner and she has like this one extending move that you need to kind of get used to. Other than that though, that's kind of it. Eltnum, pretty easy. She's just well-rounded. Pretty good tank. I recommend her. Let's see. Chaos. I thought he was hard at first, but he actually isn't. I think he's completely in the middle. To some, he can be hard, but for me, he's actually really easy. I'm gonna say he's exactly in the middle. I think he hits like every archetype. He can be easy, he can be technical, he is also kind of well-rounded too. And I think Chaos is the one zoner in the game who can actually fight against rushdown characters on an even plate, which would actually be really cool. Let's see. Akatsuki. He's basically a Shotokan. If you don't know what the fuck that is, take Ryu from Street Fighter. I think he's in the middle, but he's easy. The only challenge is like 2 of his hits. Everything else in terms of combos, execution, really not challenging at all. I would recommend him. Nanasi. She's kind of hard. Right here with Batista. She's not a charged character, but the real difference is she specializes in air combos. She basically has a lot of aerial combo type game. Her game is basically in the air. If you're not used to jumping a lot or playing in the air as much, you're not really going to like her. I also think she's hard because in terms of long execution, you have to do a lot of inputs to even get damage out of her. It doesn't mean she sucks, she's just one of those hard ones. I'm getting tongue twisted, I gotta stop that. Bye. Yakuya. I think he's easy. I think he's like Seth. He's technically easy, but just not that hard. But I think for now, I'm just going to keep him in the middle right here. He's in the middle, but he's technical. He's a trapper like Carmine, but he's rushed down, so there's a complete difference. So I think he's a little more doable compared to Carmine. Let's see. Oh, let me just move the last 4. Make this easier. Look at that. We're almost done. What the hell? Sorry. Wagner. One of my favorite characters. She's just so fun. She's easy. No steep executional curve whatsoever. She's just very simplistic. Anyone can pick her up. No doubt. Let's see. Now, these are the 3 I'm a little concerned of. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of criticism for these 3. I'm not going to lie. There's some here that, I mean, I've actually read a couple forums, and some people have different like terms of who they're easy or hard or whatever for characters. I think they're going to just question this list a lot. Like I said, it's my opinion and it's based on who I play or whatever. I actually tried all of them to be fair, like I said in the beginning. Let's see. Mika? She's kind of like Akatsuki. She's pretty well-rounded. She's pretty good for a rushdown. She has command grabs for a rushdown, so she's definitely one of those characters who will kick ass. 2 left. And Kindu, very cool. Very cool character. I think he has one of my favorite styles in the game. Fuck. I think I'm gonna put him like right here with like Waldstein, like right there. Except he's a little more well-rounded. He's not hard to play at all. Combos, mix-ups, very good. Very tough. Other than that though, nothing too crazy. She's just there. I would recommend him as a wall character. And lastly, Phonon. Now, a lot of people think she's really hard, like up here, but I don't think so. No, in some forums, they say that she's one of the hardest. I have to disagree. I definitely feel she does have a little bit of technical flaw that you have to do, but she isn't that hard, in my opinion. She isn't. I think I'm going to put her like right here. She's not that challenging. Once you understand how she plays, you really don't have any kind of struggle. So here it all. This is my whole difficulty tier list. This is my list of who I think is easy to hard or whatever, who's technical or whatever. Leave in the comments if you agree or whatever. You can dispute if you want. Don't worry if you do, because I just don't care. This is obviously just for fun, and it was my opinion, and because if you guys take this shit seriously, you can if you want. You don't really need to. I'm only talking about this solely for like casuals or whatever, but if you want to take it seriously, fine, do it. I don't give a shit. Like I said, it's my opinion. Leave in the comments what you want to see next from me, and also subscribe for more obnoxious shit. and I'll see you guys later.
Okay, later.